Hey everybody, Frank here, Godzilla Island, with a long overdue comic book review of Godzilla Rivals vs. Spacegodzilla. This is the first Godzilla Rivals comic in round 3, I believe it is now. Pretty crazy to think we're already there in round 3. But this round they were doing a couple solo. They did Spacegodzilla, then Mechagodzilla. So let's dive into this one and see what we got. Well, let me acknowledge the writer and artist first. We have Matt Frank for writer and artist, Goncalo Lopes for colorist, and design and letters by Nathan Widick. Editor was Nicholas Nino, and supervising editor was David Mariotti. We start off in the year 2197, so we're way in the future, and this takes place on a planet far into space, and a lot of this comic is very visual. There's not a ton of text font to read here. It does look like a lot. It's just kind of a prayer that goes throughout the comic. There's a race of aliens. You have this planet where it's like these snake serpentine people are like the upper class and the bug people are the lower class, and orbiting the planet is this giant stone, almost like a geode with crystal inside, and it's kind of like what's been holding Spacegodzilla since he was defeated by Godzilla in Godzilla vs. Spacegodzilla. And all these planets, well, not all the planet, but a large portion of the planet is worshipping the Crystal King and the sacred quartz. And the whole time it's almost like this mass. We see these snake people and the bug people. You get flashes of Godzilla versus Spacegodzilla, and we just get some awesome shots. And what's going on is they are mining out this geode to free Spacegodzilla orbiting the planet. They finally do drill him free, but the planet was split on it, and there's kind of a rebellion and a battle ongoing down on the planet. So meanwhile, Spacegodzilla breaks free and just right off the bat just begins destroying the planet. Spacegodzilla is this planet's apocalypse, basically, and just comes out from the sky, raining fire, and they're like, maybe we made a mistake, but this is the Crystal King. We cannot waver. Like, his will is our command. We must do it. So they are like, you know what? We just gotta be believers, and this is where the religion is just kind of crushing the planet. And the rebellions are like, you know, we're gonna fight back. They start fighting. Spacegodzilla does not stand a chance. I mean, look at these awesome shots. Look at how epic this page layout is. The colors, everything on this page is just, incredible. Wow. I mean, this is, like I said, it is a very visual book. So, Spacegodzilla just keeps having these flashbacks. I mean, Spacegodzilla is pissed about losing to Godzilla throughout this whole comic book. Spacegodzilla just has revenge and destruction on its mind. And there's just no stopping him. So they go, the aliens are fighting him, nothing's working, and then they sent down this new kaiju, Singura, to fight him, and they face off. Pretty cool kaiju design. It resembles like a cobra almost mixed with a bug. It's like a combination of both the planet's races almost turned into a monster. And it's a really cool design. This is one of the newest kaiju designs we've seen in years. It's in a comic book. Just like we saw in Rulers of Earth, we saw a new kaiju design. And the aliens are just fighting amongst themselves while Spacegodzilla is fighting it out with Singura. And just when it looks no good for Spacegodzilla, Singura just gets wrecked by Spacegodzilla. And he keeps stomping through the planet, just burning it to the ground. And it's just getting darker and darker. So they find the sacred crystal under the church, and inside is this kaiju. And I don't know, I haven't had too much clarity on what this kaiju is, but it almost looks like Crystallock from the Godzilla Unleashed video game from back in the day. And Space Godzilla just kind of looks at it and is like, huh? And it's like, what the hell is this thing? Because it was inside the sacred crystal, and he just crushes that little guy in his hand. Didn't stand a chance. The remaining aliens begin fleeing the planet, and volcanoes erupt like it's Krypton. There's crystal everywhere, and Space Godzilla just has revenge on its mind, still thinking about Godzilla, and just takes into space and goes to fly back to Earth thinking he could fight Godzilla again. And in the year 2197, and who knows how deep into space, who knows what Godzilla is doing on Earth and what's even going on down on Earth and how far away Space Godzilla got. But really cool comic and sort of prologue to Godzilla vs. Space Godzilla, seeing Space Godzilla is still surviving out there in space, seeing some new kaiju, a different planet. I mean, Space Godzilla was just an absolute demon in this. I mean, it was the apocalypse. It ended a planet. I mean, no kaiju was able to stop it but Godzilla, and that fury that Space Godzilla has because of that is just a whole nother power for Space Godzilla. Really enjoyed this and look forward to covering more Godzilla Rivals. I'm way behind on them, so I'll be trying to get more of those up on the channel soon. Thanks for watching, everyone.